Hey travelers, welcome back to Laura's Travel Talk. Today, in our ongoing series of the 50 US states one a week, we're going to Michigan. Fabulous Michigan. It's got all the beauty of the Great Lakes, it's got some great cities, it's got some charming little small towns, some unique foods. It's kind of a fun little adventure. So sit back and enjoy with us. Here we go. Our first stop along the way is the town of Frankenmuth, which is Michigan's little Bavaria. Why is it great? Well, it's a charming Bavarian-style town, and it's known for year-round Christmas spirit, German food, and unique shops. Yeah, who doesn't enjoy this? My travel tip would be visit Bronner's Christmas Wonderland there. It is the world's largest Christmas store. I would get lost in there for hours. I would love it. Or take a scenic Bavarian Belle riverboat cruise. That looks fantastic as well. But there's must-try food. You must try the chicken dinners. Zender's and Bavarian Inn serve all-you-can-eat fried chicken, and apparently it's the best around. So get up to Frankenmuth in Michigan because it looks fantastic. So while we're going through this video, I would love it if you'd put in the comments if you've been to some of these places, what you liked about them, or which place you'd go to first. I love getting these comments. So please drop me a line. Our next stop is Tahquamenon Falls State Park. Why is it great? Well, it's home to one of the largest waterfalls east of the Mississippi. This Upper Peninsula gem is stunning in every season. Wow, that's gorgeous. Travel tip, take the easy hike to Lower Falls, then drive up to Upper Falls for an unforgettable view. So some of the must-try food, you got to have a pasty. It's a traditional Upper Peninsula meat pie, best at Tahquamenon Falls Brewery, and it is pronounced pasty. And the Upper Peninsula is lovingly known as a Youper. If you're from the Upper Peninsula, you're a Youper. You're a Youper there. I know, I can't help myself. So our next stop, like the sign says, is Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. This place, you can't imagine how big the drop-off is here. It's a towering sand dune, and it offers breathtaking views of Lake Michigan. And the scenic Pierce Stocking Drive is a must-see. So, if you read the sign, it's very dangerous. People get stuck out there. And if you get stuck and have to get rescued, you can pay like $1,500, $2,000 fine. Because people go down there and trying to return back up in sand on a steep incline. Very difficult. So the travel tip is, it's a fun and challenging hike. But bring plenty of water. But look at that picture. Seems like it's well worth it to me. Get out to Sleeping Bear Dunes. So our next stop is Holland, Michigan. It's got Dutch heritage and a tulip time festival. Look at that charming little downtown. It's a small town with Dutch-inspired charm. It features windmills, wooden shoemaking, and an incredible tulip festival in May. Look at that. Is the town named Holland because it grows all the tulips? Or do they grow all the tulips because the town's named Holland? I don't know, but it looks flippin' beautiful. Travel tip, visit Windmill Island Gardens and Nellis's Dutch Village to experience Dutch culture in the Midwest. That's just beautiful. And then they have the Holland Tulip Festival annually, so look that up. I'll put a link in the descriptions. And then a must-try food is Dutch pastries that try a Banket. It's an almond pastry, and it's available at all the local bakeries. Look, it's got like a filling inside there, and it's almond pastry and flavor. I bet that's delicious. So our next stop is Grand Rapids, Michigan, Beer City, USA. Why is it great? Well, it's Michigan's second largest city, and it's a haven for craft beer lovers with over 40 breweries. I love those little bears crossing the bridge there. It also is the home to some excellent outdoor activities like that ice skating pond in the winter outside. The Frederick Meyer Gardens and Sculpture Park, that's a wall with the faces that are part of that museum. Awesome. And then my travel tip would be visit Founders Brewing Company. It's one of the most famous breweries in the country, and they're known for their craft beer and beer cheese soup. That's a Michigan specialty at many of the local pubs, but that looks delicious. Our next stop is Traverse City. Why is it great? Well, it's a charming little town famous for its wineries, cherry orchards, and stunning Lake Michigan beaches. Look at the charm of that downtown. Fantastic. And that beach doesn't look half bad either. A travel tip would be tour the Leilano Wine Trail for some of the best Midwest wines, or visit in July for the National Cherry Festival. Look at all those cherries. Those look delicious. And every July they have a big festival with lots of things to do and see and participate in, and it's like a big fair. Get out there and try everything cherry in Traverse City. So our next stop is my favorite. It's Mackinac Island. Way up north, Yooper style. Why is it great? Well, it's a historic island. Feels like stepping back in time when you go there. You get on there, there's no cars. Just horses, bikes, and stunning lake views. I mean, look at this. And this old historic hotel, which is absolutely fabulous. My travel tip would be visit in late spring or early fall to avoid peak summer crowds, and then you get to see all the flowers starting to bloom. Take the Star Line or Shepler's Ferry from Mackinac City or St. Ignacy. But the must-try is the Mackinac Island Fudge. Every visitor must try this sweet treat from places like Murdoch's or Joanne's Fudge. It is a Mackinac favorite. Enjoy. So our next stop was none other than Detroit, Motor City, and home of Motown. Why is it great? Well, Detroit is a city of resurgence offering world-class museums. Look at that sculpture there downtown. You can go down to Henry Ford's Greenfield Village and visit the Henry Ford Museum. All things cars, drive-through restaurants, little train car in the back, A&W Drive-In. Fantastic. And then, of course, different Ford models in the museum. And then you need to get over to the Motown Museum. I mean, there's Stevie Wonder and Berry Gordy's wife and Michael Jackson. I think a lot of people have seen this picture of Hitsville, USA, the original little house where they started Motown. And you can go out there and you can walk along the outside, and then you can go on the inside and see all the different outfits and all the hits that came out of there and all of the bands. That's the Spinners out there. I just love all that, and I have yet to be up to Motown, so I got to get up there and check that out. So a must-try food is Detroit-style pizza. And who doesn't like the crunchy cheese along the outside of a somewhat deep dish pizza? Holy crap on a cracker. That that browned cheese on the edge, delicious. Well, you know me. I love me some sports. So we're going to go through the top 4 sports: MLB, NBA, NHL, and NFL. Starting with the Major League Baseball, the Detroit Tigers. They were established in 1901. They have had 11 appearances in the World Series. They've had 4 wins. 1935, 1945, 1968, and 1984. It's been a little stretch, boys. Just saying. Next up, we have in the NBA, the Detroit Pistons. They were established in 1937. They've been to the NBA Finals 5 times with 3 wins: 1989, 1990, and 2004. Not quite as long a stretch, but still, it's been a minute. Next up, in the NHL, my favorite, National Hockey League, the Detroit Red Wings, established in 1926, and they have been to the Stanley Cup 24 times. And of course, you can't miss out on their tradition of throwing octopus out on the ice. Don't get me started. They have won the Stanley Cup 11 times, various times from 1936 on up to 2008. So they're a hell of a team. Maybe it's an octopus power. I don't know. And lastly, we have in the NFL, the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions were established in 1929. And I'm sad to report, they've never been to the Super Bowl, so have no Super Bowl wins. They came dangerously close a year ago. Sad days for the Detroit Lions fans. Well, as always, I want to say thank you for watching, because I enjoy making these videos, and thank you for watching to the end, because that helps my score on YouTube. Next week, we will have another state in our ongoing 50 U.S. states, one a week, which is, we're getting there. It's getting pretty close. And then during the week, I will post another separate travel video. But in the meantime, I appreciate you sending in some comments, subscribe, thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Until then, try to figure out how they're getting those octopi into the arena. I don't know. See ya.